from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, so there's that here. The Duke of Sussex is quite right. Quote, "We are no longer debating facts. The fight against online disinformation and lies is one of the biggest challenges we face. Addressing it begins with educating our children to discern facts from fiction. We must do more." Alright, so this is from BBC UK. I'll leave that. Who is that? Deputy Ambassador, British Embassy. Since Harry came to the US, there's one video I remember the thumbnails where I put Harry's face and then some digital things overlay his face. But I think I have something about Archie as well on the thumbnails. Harry has been at it. He saw the danger. Okay, excuse me. She tagged that same person again at BBC. Alright, do you remember reading this statement by Prince Harry 8 years ago? Let's see this here. Okay, since he was young, Prince Harry has been very aware of the warmth that has been extended to him by members of the public. And he also said it when he was, after the Syndrome Summit, when he was going to meet Meghan in Canada. He said something, I'll put the part where I'm thinking about, where he thanked them for, since his mom died, since he was young or something, and embracing Meghan and all of that.
I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us. It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes. It has also been a privilege to meet so many of you and to feel your excitement for our son Archie, who saw snow for the first time the other day and thought it was bloody brilliant. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my Commander-in-Chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months.
Alright, he feels lucky to have so many people supporting him and knows what a fortunate and privileged life he leads. He is also aware that there is significant curiosity about his private life. He has never been comfortable with this, but he has tried to develop a thick skin about the level of media interest that comes with it. He has rarely taken formal action on the very regular publication and fictional stories that are written about him, and he has worked hard to develop a professional relationship with the media, focus on his work and the issues he cares about. That is true. A statement by the communication secretary to Prince Harry. Yeah, the moment they extend the abuse that he used to get to his wife and then his child, that's where he put his feet down. He's like, I'm not taking that protocol. Meanwhile, his family was throwing him under the bus, backstab him left and right. And I think now, living in the US, he completely fully aware the nonsense his family put him. And then all the danger that he is facing is because of his family. They stir the pot, cuddle up with the media.
Father used to say to me when I was younger, he used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that for you. That doesn't make sense. Just because you suffered, that doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer. In fact, quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences that you had, that you can make it right for your kids. We chose to put our mental health first. That's what we're doing, and that's what we will continue to do. Isn't this all about breaking the cycle? Isn't this all about making sure that history doesn't repeat itself? That whatever pain and suffering has happened to you, that you don't pass on?
Especially his father. Alright, let's continue. But the past week has seen a line cross. His girlfriend, there it is, Meghan Markle, has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. We are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. I hope that people get to see me here in this INVICTUS role, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing. But the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
Has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public. The smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments. Some of it has been hidden from the public. The nightly legal battle to keep defamatory stories. Okay, it's very small and I'm trying to make the words. I'm surprised I'm reading it pretty well so far. Keep defamatory stories out of paper. Her mother having to struggle past photographers in order to get to her front door. And Meghan had made reference to that as well when she wrote, was it an email to Jason Kenoff? My goodness, they were surrounded by enemies, where she told Jason Kenoff she wanted to speak with him if he could make time to come and speak with her. And some of the topic they will be talking about was Omid's book, that's Finding Freedom, and security of her mother. All right, so this made reference of that, so they all connected. Okay, the attempt of reporters and photographers to gain illegal entry to her home and the calls to police that followed, the substantial bribes offered by papers to her ex-boyfriend, the bombardment of nearly every friend, co-worker, and loved ones in her life. These reminds me of Simon Rex, okay, or Rex Simon. Prince Harry is worried about Miss Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her. It is not right that a few months into a relationship with him that Miss Markle should be subjected to such a storm. He knows commentators will say this is the price she has to pay and that this is all part of the game. He strongly disagrees. This is not a game. It is her life and his. That is true. Look at what happened in New York. You know, fast forward a couple years later. He has asked for this statement to be issued in the hopes that those in the press who have been driving this story can pause and reflect before any further damage is done. He knows that it is unusual to issue a statement like this, but hopes that fair-minded people will understand why he has felt it necessary to speak publicly. I need to save this letter because I do not have it. Let me do it now before I forget. Reading this, okay, it also, this is all the warnings that Harry was giving the paper. Now you will understand why he's taking the step that he's taking them to court. He gave them as many warnings as possible to leave him alone. And even when he was leaving the UK, he told them he's not dealing with them, but they still continue. So this is why, what is it? And 2025, there's a lawsuit, a trial that's going between him and the papers. Right? I agree. So she put Boyle Suitors here. The Archewell Foundation, in partnership with the Office of the Vice President of Colombia and Luminate, brought together thought leaders, experts, activists, and community members who are united by a shared vision of fostering a healthier and more ethical digital landscape. Sussex.com. Okay. True, since government does not want to regulate the online space, then we have to educate ourselves and our children to become an internet literate society. That is true. Okay, I love what they are trying to do to protect our children by using their platform through the Archewell Foundation. Okay, the explosion of disinformation during the pandemic especially really highlight the urgent need for education around critical thinking and awareness at a much younger age. Yep. It's scary now, but in a few years when AI is perfected, leaders and creators of platform have to do more. I mean, it's almost like as technology advances, we have to advance ourselves as well, adjust our education. I mean, when you look at the telephone, for instance, when they first started compared to now your telephone is almost like a freaking computer in your hand. All right, let's read twice there and then move on. Okay, Prince Harry is absolutely right about this. It's great to see Archewell involved in one of the most important and pressing issues the world is facing. Kudos to him for speaking about it. For speaking out about it. I love them. Everything they do, they exude happiness, substance, unity, diversity through soft power. The Duke have been speaking out against misinformation for years. Now look what it has done to our global society. That is right. He saw it. He's someone with vision. Alright, they are doing such important work. As a parent, I'm so impressed and thankful. Alright, so there's that. Let's go to the next one. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is why I had to put these little tweets separately, because I wanted to keep you guys informed with everything that Harry and Meghan were doing in the moment these videos are on our Part of Pure service. But this discussion, it needed to be shared. Okay, and this is why I'm doing them now after their visit. All right, we are hopeful to see positive changes in the online space and optimistic for brighter days ahead. Thanks to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry initiative and commitment to the cause. Harry and Meghan and Colombia. Okay, this is 1:20.
Work, and when you look at some of the statistics and you say, oh my gosh, in Latin America, it exceeds the global average of how many times a day young adults are checking their social media. They check it 67 times a day.
Wow.
And when you look at that, is that by choice? Or is it because they're constantly being encouraged to form this addiction? And I think, as we all also agree, that could be an addiction for good. That could be something that really is connective and harmonious and beautiful and speak to, you think about, parents. Maybe your grandmother used to say it too also. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But what's happened? The digital age has almost created a culture where if you don't have anything cruel to say, don't say anything at all. And that is fundamentally changing how we move through the world, how we connect with each other. And I think, as we continue with this work, we continue learning and investing and grant giving to young adults who can be change makers and are being change makers in this space. A lot of it also is how we as adults role model.
You know what I'm thinking as she's saying it? There was, what do they call them? They're no longer together anymore. I think Harry and Meghan had went to their podcast. Those young, those teenagers, what did they call them? I forgot their name. And later when I find out, they sold it. I mean, yeah, they were heading to college. They need money and everything. But they sold it to a company. What the name of that podcast? It's some young people. And then I follow them on social media, just on Twitter. Later on, after, I would say a year or so later, after Harry and Meghan had did a podcast with them, I found out they sold the rights, the name or whatever.
Teenager Therapy's ending.
Our last episode is on September 18th.
See you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
When I went back to search for the conversation that I had with them, apparently it seems like they deleted the response. So let's put allegedly that they sold it, because it was in this conversation that they mentioned to me that it was sold. And you could see the date, that was September 9th, 2023. But I don't see the response to that. Alright, so that's it. But as I was listening to Meghan, I was thinking several things. One is those young people. I forgot the name of their platform, but later on they sold it. Okay, of them who were putting some good information for people, young people around their age. And the other thing that I was thinking as well is, before this video came out, I was listening to something else that Meghan was saying, and I bring the idea of, I feel like what Harry and Meghan are doing is that the media, the UK tabloid, are throwing hate at them. Meanwhile, once the hate kind of information reaches them, they harness it, they bring it and transform it into a positive, and then throw it back into the world. And one of the thing that I put is a cartoon. I still don't remember the name. Okay, so that's that. There's no comment. Let's go to the next tweet. Oh my god, I took too long with this one. Next one. Okay, Colombia Media eating hard for this trip. It's all about them, and they are showing off. We all get to enjoy the content firsthand from them. I love it. Again, this shows the deep respect Harry and Meghan have for their hosts. No domineering foreign press on the ground. What is it? I heard that the UK media, they told them, they said, no, you're not allowed. I mean, the vice president did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Oh, there's me here. That was August 16th. Okay. Oh, vice president is very fond of the moment. I saw when she walked into the classroom with Harry and Meghan. The pride on her face says it all. Says a lot. The pride on her face says a lot. I'm happy for them. One love. Okay, 6 people like it. This is an ad. Whatever is there, let me read bottom up. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. We are counting on Colombian squaddies for content. So that was the first day. They said they are not allowed. Yep, that's what I heard as well. They were not allowed. I love them getting crumbs. Okay, it's why British media are bitter, jealous, angry, and attacks cause no first in the front line for PIC's privileges anymore. No access. I'm enjoying it. This is what happened. I mean, they had the full access. They abuse it and then try to put Harry and Meghan down, and Harry knows his worth. He knew without him they don't have anything, so he tell them no. Okay, you don't want that line, the boundary he keep on setting, private and public. You don't understand it, so you're not allowed at all. Harry have been saying it even in the first and no, not first, maybe the second INVICTUS, when INVICTUS came to the US. I believe it was Florida. Harry did an interview. The line that he keep on telling them not to cross, but they keep on crossing it. So he waited until he has his own family and said, F you, you're not getting any access anymore. Okay, let's continue. It is awesome opportunity for the host country's media to shine on the global stage and get paid. Another win-win for Colombia, Harry and Meghan, and Colombia. Harry and Meghan are showing Colombia in a positive light, and they appreciate it. Yeah, and Meghan was like, she feels very at ease, and I felt that when they were going on the square. There was a statue there, and that's where the musician took that opportunity to inform the VP of whatever situation that was going in Colombia. And Meghan felt comfortable and at ease and safe to go walk out there. But I'm sure their security was on high alert for them because they're going out into the open. Alright, Harry and Meghan are showing Colombia in a positive light, and they appreciate it. That is what I love so much. No bullying UK press mafia style operation, just pure fair access. They are special and unique. They really are. Okay, oh my goodness. The lady next to Madam VP is the Philippine journalist Maria Ressa. Yeah, I believe I did a video about them when Meghan first interviewed her or something like that. Okay, they had a conversation. Yep. I remember that. Next tweet. Okay. Quote, we need women who are so strong they can be gentle, so educated they can be humble, so fierce they can be compassionate, so passionate they can be rational, and so disciplined they can be free. That's my sis, Princess Meghan. I think the moment that I saw this, I put it on my community board, and I thought that was very nice. OMG, every single time she gives us a statement like things to take away and live by, Meghan's quote are just legendary by now. I love this so much. Thank you for posting. My God, this pic is brilliant. I so love her fashion too. There's that. This is ad. That's a different language. That's that. A lot of emoji. Alright, so someone said love this. So let's go to the next tweet. There's another one. Okay, that's a video. That's probably one of the squaddies, different music. Marrying for love was Prince Harry's crime, he was told. Royals don't marry for love, and it really shows. Just listen to him describing the very first moment he saw Meghan. She was the end goal for him. Harry and Meghan and Colombia. Alright, 56 seconds. If there is a music, I'm going to change it. Let's see here. Or maybe it's just Harry's voice.
I'd travel the world from top to bottom, literally. I'd hopscotch the continents. I'd met hundreds of thousands of people. I'd crossed paths with a ludicrously large cross-section of the planet's 7 billion residents. For 32 years, I'd watched a conveyor belt of faces pass by, and only a handful ever made me look twice. This woman stopped the conveyor belt. This woman smashed the conveyor belt to bits. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful. Why should beauty feel like a punch in the throat? Does it have something to do with our innate human longing for order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty. I'd travel the world
There's a video I did, it's on this channel, PYTE, of this exact wording from his book, and I turned it into a music video, so go watch that. Listening to his book Spare was very emotional. Brits who form an opinion through gossip rags should listen to it. Yep, they buy it and to the hate because most of them just want someone to hate. I don't know, the UK, I don't know, something is not right over there. Something is not right. I'm sorry I'm putting everybody under the same umbrella, but there are some good Brits. There's some psychology thing. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna get away from that kind of mindset. Alright, they look so happy. The Rangers are sharpening their nails to start the hate campaign tomorrow. Okay, we don't care about their hate. Hating someone but unable to stop talking about them is something. Rent free, Meghan and Harry are their queen and king at this point. Tears of joy. Alright, sis, I miss you. You were missed on my timeline yesterday. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. So now it seems like I'm covering day 2. There's some tweets from day 2 that I put on this. You see, I put here day 2, Sussex squad being silly, day 2 discussion, day 2 videos. So that's my side note to remind me what this is about. Okay, so this is day 2 when Harry and Meghan were in Colombia. The squad were talking and I decided to put it on the list. I need the name of Meghan's stylist like yesterday. Whoever you are, I just want to say on behalf of the Sussex squad, thank you. P.S. They got our girl out here looking absolutely positively stunning. Alright, so these are some of the clothes she wore while she was over there. Okay, there's that. That was the first day. The one to the last. I came across a video of this event. I think it's on my like. I didn't create any list for of most recent. Maybe I'll look for it now since I'm thinking about it after this one. There's the squad. This is the way they usually, when they have content from Harry and Meghan, it's like they're eating good. That's what this GIF means.
Meghan Markle and Harry are in Colombia looking fabulous as ever. Meghan, I just love her. She's just such a radiant beauty. I wish we got more of her, but I'm grateful for anything we do get, and that they put on such a strong, like, they just look like such a powerful couple. They look so in love all the time, and she wore some really great looks. I really like this Veronica Beard little navy moment. She looks super stunning per usual. I think it's classy. I think it fit well. I think the open shoulder thing is still like a little bit defying typical royal. I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. It's just interesting. My favorite look she's done so far, there haven't been many yet, but it's this Joanna Ortiz dress. It's in this really pretty print, really gorgeous colors. It has a slit. She accessorized with gold jewelry, a little like kitten heel. She just looks really pretty. It's a great look for summer. I love what looks like a Cartier kind of nail necklace. It's just a classy look, and she looks radiant, and I love how in love they always look. I just love them. I love this for them.
Alright,
Meghan.
Oops, that's that. Let me go look for the video that I saw of this. Alright, let me pause. And there's no comment on this. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so this is that. I put it on the list. A video of Harry and Meghan at the luncheon hosted by Colombian VP. They received a bottle of something from a local chef. I like to know what he was saying. Alright, so it's probably in Spanish, so I can't translate. Okay, even this is the place. I probably will leave this only, or maybe play in between, because I cannot play the video by itself. YouTube will you know, do something to the video. All right, so let's listen.
Muchas de las bebidas con las que nuestras familias se han curado, han sanado dentro. Entonces, nosotros le ponemos esta bebida a ustedes para que esta es la bebida de las bebidas. Entonces, por supuesto, entonces, como es una copita, una copita en la noche.
I'm laughing because Harry's hungry. He's eating. Harry has his translator next to him. Obviously, Meghan understands Spanish. She didn't need translator. Oh my God. All I'm thinking is talking over his food. Harry wants to eat. Look at this, is it? Oh my God. I'm telling you, that's one thing Colombians are good at. Seize the moment. That little girl, the musician, and now the chef. Okay, and here's a new photo. Okay, this is brand new. I do not have this on our part of your service. When I saw it, I actually saw it yesterday on my phone. I wasn't really too much on Twitter, and I liked it, and this is why I was able to go see it. He's talking about biche. It is a traditional alcoholic drink from the Colombian Pacific, used to cure some diseases and with aphrodisiac effect. He's recommending Meghan to give him a little drink at night. Oh my God, Harry will eat. That's what I saw. He was hungry. Okay, so that's in Spanish. Let me see here. There's one comment in here. Yes, he will. I mean, he was going around. He's hungry. Harry doesn't play. All right, so that was extra. I added to it. So let's go to the next one. Day 2 discussion. So there's that. I'm just going to say it. Vice President Francia Marquez of Colombia, have a fan is me, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, second day in Colombia. So there's some images. That's nice. And many of the squad point out she took a hint from the Nigerians, squaddies, who the print, the color of the clothes, and that I don't know, some of the squaddies were saying that. Some I probably even misquoting. Well, I'm not quoting them, but I'm just saying the print, the color of Invictus. All right, she did a wonderful job. There she is here. There's that. There they are here. You know, that dress that she's wearing here, even though it doesn't have that cape, when Meghan, what is it, during the funeral, it gives a small little hint of it with the shoulder here. I don't know. I'm not a fashion person. Please don't think I'm trying to say things about fashion here. Okay, Sussex is giving invite to Colombia because Vice President was moved by the Netflix documentary. The Duchess of Sussex embraced Francia Marquez as she and the Duke arrived for their 4-day visit. Why diverse, transformed Colombia is the perfect destination for Harry and Meghan. So there's that. That's from the Telegraph. The squad were making fun of some of the UK tabloid because of the images, because they didn't get access to the place, so they probably had to buy some of the images. She did her thing. Yes, she represents Colombia well. I just hope Colombians appreciate her. She caught Meghan's at the UN. She grabbed that opportunity like no one can. Bravo. Yeah, I guess this is the thing that I'm getting with Colombian. When they see the opportunity, they seize it. There's no shame on that. You have an objective, you get the opportunity, you make the best of it. I found out today that this trip to Colombia was in the pipeline for just over a year. The VP and Meghan have been in touch for that long. No wonder they are acting like old girlfriends. And me too. She is so courageous too, because apparently she had death threats and attempt and her father and son life, I think. What? Look at it. I didn't even see this. And this is what I said. I hope the Colombian appreciate her. I didn't even see that. Okay, her father, I think, just for being black and government. Really? Very interesting. She understands the bull crap that the voter rats and that family put them through, and still putting them through like the world can see their bull crap. She is a perfect host. The Happiness Tour 2024, Colombia. What? Racism, my goodness. My goodness, God help us. And I think we're pushing through. She has no place in government? What the hell? Alright, so again, this, I don't think did I share that on our part of Pew service? This is my last one. Colombia looks amazing. I will visit there over the UK every day of the week, even though I speak zero Spanish. Anywhere on the planet is better than there's the word here, known as the UK. I mean, they're showing the world, you know, it's not even safe, and they harness the hate. Oh my God, I'm talking about the UK. Alright, so this is the video. There's a music behind it, so I just mute it. I'm probably gonna put my own music. And that was a carry too by Harry. You don't, well, there's not enough space to bump it. That's a gift Harry got. And I'm thinking if he was doing that for the UK as a royal engagement, they would have taken it from him. They would say it's for the crown. I learned that later on. When the royals go to visit, when they give them a gift, it's for the crown. It's not for the person they hand it to. It's for the crown. So now, whenever Harry and Meghan do their own thing, whatever gifts they give it to them, it's for them. So there's that. It's almost done. That's that. Okay, I wonder if Harry and Meghan have a room dedicated to all the gifts, as they no longer have to hand them over to the firm. This is what I was saying. I didn't even know this comment was there. I'm sure they treat all gifts with the respect they deserve. Yeah, but what she's saying here, because almost everywhere they go, let's say for instance, the Canada robe, the robe that Santa Bali gave, Precioso gave Harry, all of this, they must have a significant, obviously, Harry respect all of them, so like their own little trophy room, or maybe, I'm not saying it's a trophy, but what would you call this room, where all the gifts that they give them, that they put it, and some, I think, no, that wasn't a gift, that was an image from online, never mind. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, I was saying the same thing. I want to go, all right, to Colombia. So that's it. I don't have any more for the list that I have here. That was my last one, and I added this, so there plus 2. I added one more onto the list. All right, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for prosperity and health. Let's do that. Lord, many do not have this privilege, and I ask you to make me privileged today. Bless me with long life, and a long life filled with bliss, fulfillment, accomplishment, and blessings. Bless my long life with good health and sound mind. That's for sure. Lord, just as my soul prosper, may my body prosper too. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And don't forget to check my shop on Zazzle and on Spreadshop. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.